They finally went to court, and when they went to court, they won the first time in the Superior Court. They won, and Judge McCormick said that it was totally illegal what they were doing. So he said, from now on, we will not have segregation. Well, the Westminster School Board decided to appeal.
Judge McCormick's decision in the district court, which is the trial court, and actually a trial did take place over several weeks, and several of the districts had testimony, and he heard testimony from the kids, and he heard testimony from experts. And the critical part of this case is the attorney, David Marcus. He put on evidence not only with the children, but he brought in experts, sociologists and education experts who said that segregation was bad for the children. It gave them a sense of inferiority. It was noted that they wouldn't learn English or be Americanized or learn our culture if they were segregated. They had to be integrated. And so he listened to that, and he was the first judge that I've ever read, and I've talked to several professors, and this case is now mentioned in a lot of law schools in California. This was the first time any judge ever wrote an opinion that said separate is never equal. And he said the separate facilities, even if they were equal, were not permissible under the 14th Amendment based on national origin. Now the parties agreed that everybody was Caucasian, but what they said was they're discriminated because they're of Mexican or Latin origin. And so that was a huge step in civil rights, and it drew the attention of the NAACP, the National Lawyers Guild, and a whole host of other national civil rights groups who filed what are called friend of the court briefs for the appeal.
And they all fought, and finally they did win. A few months later, Governor Ward, he was a governor at that time here in California, and he decided that he would desegregate the whole California after this trial. June 1947. So California has always been number one. That was 8 years before the Brown versus Board of Education, when the whole nation was desegregated. I love to talk to students. The thing that I tell them is that we live in this wonderful, wonderful country of ours where we have so many opportunities. And I am so sad, I tell them, that you are not taking advantage of them. Because so many students are dropping out of high school and they're not even going to high school, college. And I want them to fulfill their destiny, to dream the dream that I am living. Right now I'm living the American dream, and it's possible for everybody in this nation to dream that dream and to fulfill it like I have.